Good morning. This is Sentinel's RV GCR Daily Brief. Your daily read on the dinar, the dong, and the whole GCR. I'm Truman Vale. It's Saturday, July 11th, 2026, and we are officially in the weekend window that so much of the chatter has been pointing toward. So let's talk about what's actually happening, what people are saying this morning, and what we're watching as the weekend unfolds. Yesterday, we walked through Acicuda going live, and the hope that this weekend might bring bond liquidity and notifications. Here's where things stand now. Acicuda is operational. That part is real, and it's significant infrastructure. The bond and Tier 4B chatter has gotten even hotter overnight. And there's fresh news on Iraq's Prime Minister heading to Washington that's got people's attention. The hope has rolled into Sunday night and early next week, so let me walk you through what's genuinely new and what's still in the rumor column. Let's start with Iraq, because there's some real movement to report. Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi's trip to Washington, D.C. has been moved up. He's now expected to leave Monday the 13th instead of later in the week at the head of a large government and business delegation. The visit is officially about strengthening bilateral ties, and word is he'll meet with President Trump and participate in a regional summit that includes Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and possibly Syria and Turkey. The trip is scheduled for 6 days, so he'd be back around the 19th or 20th. The chatter in the community is that once he returns, the cabinet gets announced immediately. And the thinking goes that the cabinet being fully seated is one of the final precursors before a rate change can happen. Now, we thought the cabinet might be done by the 6th. It wasn't. So let's hold that timing loosely. But the fact that the trip got moved up has people paying attention, because it suggests urgency. On the customs and banking front, Iraq's central bank has tightened controls on dollar flows. They've cut the monthly cash dollar limit for travelers from 3,000 to 2,000, and Acicuda is now tracking imports and exports electronically to close the old smuggling loopholes. There are also reports that the U.S. Treasury resumed dollar shipments to Iraq after a 4-month pause, with Baghdad agreeing to new safeguards to keep dollars from flowing to Iran and militia groups. All of that is real structural tightening, the kind of thing you'd expect to see before a currency gains value. The speculation is that these moves choke off the parallel market and let the dinar appreciate through supply and demand. Some voices are saying we'll see the dinar's value start climbing on the screens after today, and that over the next couple months you'll be able to watch it move day by day. Others are hearing that Sunday night, when the Arab Forex opens, or early next week, we could see something more visible. That last part is still very much in the rumor column. Take it with a grain of salt. But it gives you a sense of where the community's hope is pointed right now. There's also continued focus on Parliament, voting on the remaining cabinet ministers in upcoming sessions. That's been described as imminent for a while now, so we're watching for it. But it hasn't landed yet. The dong has been quiet. There's no fresh Vietnamese news driving the conversation. It's still tied to the broader reset narrative, but there's nothing specific to report this morning. If that changes over the weekend, we'll be on it Monday. The Zim is all wrapped up in the bond and redemption center chatter, and that chatter is loud this morning. Here's what's going around. Bondholders were supposed to start receiving 1% of their payout yesterday, rolling out east to west. The word now is that if you're Tier 4B, the internet group, notifications could come as early as this weekend via text or email, with exchanges potentially starting by Wednesday the 15th. Some of the intel is saying rates will change on the Forex screens Sunday evening or Monday morning. Notifications go out Monday or Tuesday, and appointments begin Wednesday. There's also talk that redemption centers might be open over the weekend so people can get in and exchange. One of the details making the rounds is that a single 800 number will be distributed, possibly different for the US and Canada. and that appointments will take 30 to 40 minutes. Now look, I've been around this community long enough to know we've heard this weekend and early next week more times than any of us can count. I've circled those dates myself. So let's be smart. This is active chatter and active hope, and some of it is coming from voices the community follows closely. But it is not confirmed, and historically, the specific timing has not held. We track it, we watch it, we stay ready, but we hold it loosely and we don't lose our heads over it. There's also some wider angle stuff in the mix. Claims about the quantum financial system being live, Protocol 19 online, the emergency broadcast system about to go worldwide, GCR debt forgiveness being announced. That's the kind of thing that generates a lot of excitement and has been imminent for a long time. We include it because people are talking about it, but it's extremely hard to verify, and you should take it with an especially large grain of salt. So here's the story of the day, and it all connects. Iraq tightens its financial controls. Asakuta is live and tracking everything electronically. Prime Minister al-Zaidi's DC trip just got moved up to Monday, which signals urgency. And the bond and redemption chatter is pointing to this weekend and early next week as the window when things could move. The hope is Sunday-night Forex, Monday-Tuesday notifications, Wednesday exchanges. It's a tight, specific timeline, and a lot of voices are aligned on it. But it's still intel and rumor, not fact, and we've been here before. Honestly, this is a perfect example of why the app exists. Everything I just walked through, the PM trip getting moved up, the bond rumors, the customs tightening, the redemption center chatter, all of it hit the app the moment it landed, hours before I could get it into a show. If you've got the free notifications turned on and you've flagged the dinar or imminent claims or the voices you follow, you already knew. You didn't have to wait for me or flip through a dozen different feeds trying to piece it together. It's all in one place. It downloads to your phone the second it's available, and you control exactly what pings you and what doesn't. And if you're VIP, which is free to join right now, so grab it while it is. You're seeing the deeper, watch list level intel that the serious followers are tracking. It's there 24/7, anytime you want it. Here's what to actually watch for as the weekend unfolds. Keep an eye on any credible reports, and I mean credible, not my source says, of bondholders getting liquidity or Tier 4B notifications landing. If you're watching the parallel market rate in Iraq, see if it moves after Asakuta's been live a couple days. That would tell you the system is having the effect people think it will. Watch for any official news out of Iraq around the cabinet or statements from the central bank. And if you're in the app, you can set all of that up to ping you the moment it breaks, so you're not sitting around refreshing screens or waiting on Monday's show. I know a lot of you have been waiting a long time for this. I know the hope and disappointment cycle is exhausting. But we're in this together, and the way we get through it is by staying informed, staying grounded, and not getting swept away by any single claim. We take it all with a grain of salt, we watch it so we can be smart, and we let the story unfold the way it actually unfolds, not the way we wish it would. That's it for today. Thanks for starting your morning with me. If you haven't grabbed the app yet, head over to GCRSentinel.com and download it. It's a free download with free access to most of the features, and VIP membership is free right now, which is a genuine edge worth grabbing while it lasts. It's coming to the app stores soon, but for now the website is the place. You'll be able to track all of this intel in one spot, set up custom notifications, so the moment something you care about drops, it's on your phone. And coming very soon, you'll be able to send in your questions, and I'll answer them right here on the show. Have a great rest of your weekend. Keep your hopes up, keep your head on straight, and I'll see you Monday morning with whatever actually lands. This is Truman Vale. Stay smart out there.